Hello, everybody. I hope you're all having a fine Wednesday afternoon, morning, whatever. For the second time this week, I'm coming on here to beg for money and grift you guys because I need it desperately. But today we're going to be talking a little bit about Bill Ackman. I'm also going to be kind of working on my super secret project that I discussed last live stream. So if you haven't already, hit the like. It helps a lot. Helps spread the video, whatever. I don't know. Bullish Google, I guess. But yeah, Bill Ackman bought Meta today, which some people saw coming, some didn't. Some people are claiming that they're happy that they got in before Bill Ackman because he would have been accused of copying Bill Ackman. That's Joseph Carlson, of course. But yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about that. It's 10% of his portfolio, or $2 billion. I mean, yeah, like I think Bill Ackman. It's definitely added confidence to people who are bullish tech or bullish. Some of these holdings like Uber, Amazon, Meta. I guess it's bullet. I have nothing to say really. Between all of these like big tech companies right now, and the three of them, I think the most attractive would probably be. I have High Tide pulled up right now on here because I'm doing a little something on them. I might talk about a little, which I'm gonna work on today. Most attractive companies in Max up right now: Amazon, Microsoft, and then Meta. I would say the top three. I guess we could do a little bit of a dig into all of those. Amazon right now is cheap, trading at a P of 28.9, and I wouldn't look at the price to. I wouldn't look at the price to free cash flow for Amazon. The price to operating cash flow, though, 15.7, which is like record levels of cheapness. It's the cheapest we've seen in many years. It's so cheap. But yeah, Amazon's very cheap right now. Contrary to what Jim Cramer said, I don't think Google is that cheap. Yeah, Amazon's really cheap right now. You pull up that compared to Meta's. Meta is currently trading at a similar price to operating cash flow, not necessarily historical levels of cheapness compared to a company like Amazon, but still relatively pretty cheap, about an average of where they have been. Today, Meta it's down on the news, but like everything else, my portfolio is getting absolutely pounded. I'm like down to lows again. Any momentum and any gains that I had for like a day or two are like completely gone now. So, if it makes you guys feel better, I'm getting absolutely violated in more ways than one. Put on some background music, and I'm going to pull up my portfolio real quick. I put it in the Discord, which should be linked in the description. But yeah, I'm just absolutely... My portfolio is getting a little pounded today. And unfortunately, I have no money. as to why we've resorted to last level of desperation on here. I am doing a like 20 to 30 minute analysis for any any super chat, channel membership, whatever. The link should be in the description for that, but anything, just give a stock a ticker, I'll look into it. Could be any of these foreign companies that Seymour sends me. It could be a giant company like Google or Microsoft. I'll try my best and do my best base level research from what I can give you. My portfolio right now, though, smallest holding grab, that's about like 10 15 cents below my average. TSSI, it's kind of a spec play, just basically on AI CapEx. Evolution Gaming, that's kind of the odd one out. It's just been a really kind of a slow performing company, to say the least. Let's hope that in 2026 they can get some positive momentum. They reported earnings last week. It was kind of mixed, so unfortunate there. Then you got High Tide. High Tide, I'm currently working on something pretty cool. For those interested, I will provide further details when it is officially official. I may be working a little on something High Tide related today. I think that's really cheap right now too. I could pull up on FinChat with High Tide the volatility. It's just really volatile, and like if you're a trader, this could be an interesting stock for you too. Just trying to find a good metric for this. It's very historically cheap though. I'm trying to find the metric. All these all these things require a subscription. It takes me off. I'm just trying to find the volatility index. Can't find it. All right, very helpful. High Tide's really cheap. Microsoft, I thought everybody thought the sell-off was over yesterday, but it's back down to 400. I think that's really cheap right now as well. Uber, that's insanely cheap to like the point where I might actually buy some today. With the limited, actually, screw it. I'll buy a share of Uber right now for you guys for the fun of it. I'll buy a share of Uber, $70 down the drain. But still at 71. That's really, that's like piss poor cheap. I don't think it should be trading at that valuation. The whales are getting into Uber, everybody. Jesus. Yeah, my portfolio is down $1,000 today. 2.61%. Awesome. All right, I'll buy one share of Uber with the limited money supply I have. So little dollar cost average, I guess. There you go. That's complete transparency once again. Dave, that got wrecked today, but it is what it is. It's a roller coaster. Jackson's been really good. It's been kind of a compounder. Probably not touching that at all, buying or selling wise. I don't know if that maintained at like 115, 120 range, and the market crashed another 20% or whatever. I'd probably have to sell to reallocate the capital because I'm in some decent gains there. Amazon, I'm still up like 3 or 4%, but a lot of gains kind of washed off the board the last few days. Then SHG, that's just the steady 30% of the portfolio around there, like 28, 30%. So I'm not complaining where the portfolio is at. I just like more money to buy stocks. That'd make me greatly happy. But yeah, doing a little bit of due diligence and research on High Tide right now. Kind of, I wouldn't say reaffirming my thesis, but I'm working on something right now where I have to be really in depth with the thesis that I have going with it, and I'm very, very bullish High Tide. I'm trying to see. I'm going to talk a little bit about more Ackman before I get into kind of my freelance work right now. If I can get an article or something, go over. Nope, because you have to subscribe to all these websites, which is why Twitter. All right, there we go. They got out of Hilton. Wow, they sold Chipotle. That's funny. Subtracted 4.5% from its gross return. Nike subtracted 2.5%. Invested in 2025 include Canadian Pacific and Nike. During last year, built holdings like Amazon. All right, so they're reallocating from restaurants to tech, which is a bit interesting. Again, I wouldn't be pulling a dividend, dude, literally. I wouldn't exactly, be. I'm not saying that this is some sort of signal to be putting, all your money into tech. I think I'm generally pretty bullish tech stocks. It's nice to have some reaffirmation from one of the best investors, I guess you could say. And I think if you had to look at super investors, who my portfolio is probably closest comparable to, Bill Ackman's probably at the top of the list. That's funny. They sold Chipotle and Nike. They're literally pulling a dividend, dude. Google, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Overall, perishing has bulked up on high-quality, higher-growth mega caps. The mega caps that we own are trading at compelling valuations relative to the overall market in light of their superior business quality and growth piles. It's pretty. All right, that's pretty. Buys in late. Yeah, I mean, I'd say so. He bought Uber, at 80, 90? I'll reaffirm where he bought. Bill Ackman, all right, a year ago in 2025, January, which would have been around this price. Ackman cited confidence in the CEO, Dara. I'm not going to pronounce the last name. Dara's management since 2017. Says the company's undervalued. Yeah, so around $60, $70 where we're probably sliding to right now. Somebody asked if I thought Uber was cheap, and what my fair value, I should say, for Uber. I think the number that was always thrown out there was 120. When you were around 90 to $90, $100 range. Got to 105 at one point. People were screaming from the hilltops. It's 120 at least. It is pretty funny to see some people get insanely humbled after stocks had a little run off. High Tide is one of them for sure, where people were talking about $16 when they got to $4. After after performance wise, the stock price struggles a little bit. All right, I'm currently conducting some independent research on one said company, High Tide. I can't really share my window, but I will share the fiscal AI tab that I have open and provide brief commentary. So if you have any questions, put them in the comment section. I will stop what I'm doing, of course, to answer any questions, super chats, whatever. By the way, I don't think it's been illustrated enough how insane High Tide's membership growth is. they are growing at, it's like up 800% since they're at 150,000 paying elite members, which is $35 a year. That's growing 110% year over year, and sequentially from last quarter, 35%. So that's like insane. What the fuck, Hasbro is up? Oh, it's 10 years. Yeah, I used to own Hasbro. That was one of the OG. Hasbro was one of the OG holdings back in the day. But like the entire thesis just around the toys are always going to be made, and like may not be the strongest thesis. Sure. Also, if anybody's curious and likes to read and would want to read a rough draft of something, let me know privately or just in the chat, whatever, and I'll send it over to you once I am done. High-Tide has grown their market share from 5% to 12 to 13% in 2025, which is crazy. That's wild. They doubled their market share within the span of 5 years, basically. 4, actually. All right, it's time to make a Twitter post. How many? What do you mean by articles? Like generally? I don't know if I have the all the numbers. You do not have access to upload images? What? All right. Sometimes you just gotta take a screenshot. Yeah, there we go. Shoot. Chart time, everybody. Chart time. New Twitter post on the way. Oh, I don't know. I couldn't give you like a specific number, but I wouldn't assume a lot, which is why I'm yeah, I can't be really specific with what I'm saying, what I'm doing, but until it's official. So you don't want to celebrate too early. All right, advantages over competition, membership, history, thesis, intro. Yeah, I know. And if it blows up, like I was talking with Blake a bit about it. There's a lot more that goes into it than just maybe it's just Blake. It could be just Blake, but there appears to be a lot. Scooby-Doo is great. I do appreciate a good Scooby-Doo. I like the old episodes of Scooby-Doo too, like the What's New Scooby-Doo. I like that one. I think my favorite episode would be they went to the Scooby Snack. They went to the Scooby Snack factory, and and it was the CEO that was actually being the monster. Mr. Dingler's good. I'm working on I'm expecting separate a potential Seeking Alpha thing right now. Being very vague, but working on it. And once it's officially official, we will be soaring with financial gain. No. This is harder than I thought it would be too. Got these all originally made photos. Thankfully, I took a picture of a can of Cabana a few months ago, but after I links to everything, it stinks. But apparently, this little side quest I'm doing. Okay, let's get a little word count going. All right, 845 words. We're gonna go for I should probably discuss the bear case too. All right, we have advantages over the competition: membership, history, thesis, introduction. We have 5 paragraphs so far. I think we need 2 more. I talked about management. Annual. All right, let's see how far I can go back on this. There we go. maybe for the bear case on high tide, I should include some of the investors. Investors are autistic. It's the worst thing about the company. Okay. Experience negative operating cash flow. No. Oh my god, dude, my hands are freezing. High tide began to generate positive operating cash flow on a consistent basis. Dude, my hands are freezing. You guys don't understand the pain of being in a basement without no heaters, and it's like it's been negative 15 over the last 4 months. It feels like this sucks. Cash flow on a consistent basis. Operating cash flow. ChatGPT is free for students. What's this? It's got an ad. It's an ad on Google Docs. Hello. Goes to Arc Sensor. Welcome in. Dude, our Twitter post should be pumping high tide today. We had a great post talking about the elite membership growth with an original chart and nothing. Dude, I'm freezing. Need money, I need heat. Fun future for Growth Avenue. Dude, you don't know how cold I am. It's actually freezing. I'm just re-watching the old Raj Grover interview we did so I can get a subtle brag for. Oh, Jesus Christ. Retire. I will. You donate right now. You donate right now, retire. I will. I'll stop. I don't know. Nothing elite of High Tide is for loser pod. I will say this: the investor base for High Tide is a bit I wouldn't say losers, but like kind of, you know. I'll say it. I'll be the one to say it. People are way too emotionally attached to the stock. Retire. I'll stop talking about it if you donate. How about that? It's been a while since I've seen $1 from you. This is horrible. I feel terrible saying these things. It's been a while since I've seen $1. All right. I want to talk about risks. High tides risks. Dude, I am. I'm tired of talking shit, dude. I'm freezing my ass off. But it's warm as shit in Palestine right now. Get a new grifting stock. TSSI is enough of a grift. As January 2000, the calculated average annual free cash flow per store is approximately for 55 million or 55,000 per high tide. Oh my goodness, this is too kind. Free Palestine for Bill Ackman. I'll say it, free Palestine. There you go. Netanyahu, don't shut the stream down, please. I'm wearing blue today. Thanks for your tire. I love you. I will be your political puppet. You keep donating money. Free Palestine from Bill Ackman. That's great. Terry, do you want me to go over stock for you? I'm actually curious. I'm learning the knowledge today. $20.26 for high tide. $20 to $30 stores. Okay, Vici. This is a good one. Vici actually might be interesting to trade. I just personally don't. I personally don't. There's also been some geo thing, like macro things with Vegas where people are getting worried, but I really wouldn't be. Like, I think the demand for Vegas is always going to be there. Yeah, it's just like insanely volatile. I mean, it's a good stock to trade. I think I would treat it more as like a bond almost. I don't think it's that. I don't see why it's would be trading down. Maybe interest rates. See how the dividend growth's been. That's all that matters is the dividend. Okay, they grew it from $1.73 to $1.80, so it's not horrible. Vici dividend growth. All right, they've been growing the dividend from 6 to 8%, which is not horrible. 6% yield. right. Vegas has seen declining, more affluent visitors, reduced international travel, and lower hotel rates, down 5% due to economic pressures. Key 2025-26 trends. After a 2024 peak of 41.7 million, 2025 saw 12 consecutive months of declining visitor totals. High costs and creating a challenging environment with visitor demographics towards higher income. A 24% drop in Canadian visitors and general declines in international travel have impacted total numbers. Hospitality and venue. The average daily room rates dropped 5% to $183, and hotel occupancy fell to 80.3%. I mean, I would assume that Vici can Bad Bunny 2028. Yeah, that's definitely part of it. I won't deny that. We've never been hotter as a country. But no, I mean, I think it's an interesting stock to trade. All right, this is the adjusted fund. Yeah, I mean, interesting stock to trade. I'll say that. I just think, okay, personally for me, I would treat it more like a bond, if anything. Maybe the year the REIT comes sometime in the next 10 years, but I don't think it's horrible. I just think personally for me, it doesn't really make sense. I think there's a lot more better opportunities. Like if I were to add it to my portfolio, look, I'll also say this. I think Jackson Financial serves the role of Avicii much better for me. But yeah, I don't think it's terrible just for me. I mean, maybe if I'm 40, I'd buy it. Bad Bunny. I didn't mind the halftime performance. A lot of humping. A lot of erotic dancing. I'll say that. I could do without the app. Besides that, it was decent. I don't know how people get so worked up over it. All right, I gotta go over the risks of high tide now. Risks: the investor base is autistic. Mm-hmm. Multiple risks. Yeah. I apologize for leaving you all. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm about to pig out for lunch, dude. Ground beef, cup and a half of rice. Ooh. Getting Dynamos tonight. I'm excited for Dynamos. I'm very excited for Dynamos. Dynamos. All right, I'm on the conclusion part of the article. Now I got to word counter. All right. Oh, 1,200 words. Beautiful. Hope you're all ready. I hope you're all ready to read greatness. Company. Whew. Done. All right, now I gotta do some grammar checks. All right, I want to hop off here soon. So if anybody has any questions or comments or whatever, please just ask them now. Nice. Somebody on the High Tide management team just reposted our tweet. Omar. Yeah, boy. Nice. All right. I'm going to download this as a PDF file, like fiscal philosophy, and it's a joke. All right, I'm gonna hop off. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you to Retire for donating $2. Have a good one.